Just put some holes in. Do like Salt Bay. And this is going into the steamer as well for about 40 minutes. Hi guys, and welcome back to Home Cooking Season 2 by CGV. It's me, Stewart Majkowski. I'm afraid it's the last episode of Season 2. Season 3, maybe, coming soon. So in front of me I have a few ingredients today. This is coming from the comments section. I just want to take this time to say thank you so much for all of your positive comments. I love cooking Vietnamese food. It's my passion. And seeing the positive comments in the comments section of Instagram, YouTube, has really encouraged me to continue cooking. One of the comments in the sections was that I should cook some sticky rice. And I thought about it. I thought about which type of sticky rice I should cook, because there's many different types, but I settled on my favorite to eat, Xôi Xéo. We have 8 ingredients. Some mung beans, some sticky rice that I've rehydrated, but I'll tell you more about that later. Some spring onions, pork fat, so some sort of ham, pork floss, some fried shallots, and finally, turmeric. Sometimes the simplest things are the best, but enough about me. So what I've done is I've done some work just before this episode in rehydrating our sticky rice and our mung bean. And what I've done is I've taken about 250 grams of mung bean, of peeled, shelled mung bean, and I've soaked it in water overnight. And then for this, we've taken some glutinous rice and we've rehydrated it with about 1 teaspoon of turmeric powder and just a tiny bit of salt overnight. And then we've drained both of them. We're going to steam them both for about 40 minutes each. I'm gonna take probably about half of this. What I've done is I've got a steamer basket. And if you have a steamer that has kind of 2 compartments, by all means use that. So I'm gonna line it with some greaseproof paper and then just gently drop some mung bean or green bean. We don't want to make it too thick. In order to help it steam, we're just gonna put some little holes with our fingers here. We're going to pop it in our lovely steamer. Same again, slightly larger steaming basket. And again, just put some holes in. Do like Salt Bay. And this is going into the steamer as well for about 40 minutes. So I'm just going to chop the spring onions just finely, and they're just going to get sprinkled on at the end. So just the greens, not the whites. Okay, so we'll reserve these for another time, another recipe, season 3. I would consider this to be quite a fancy topping because I've never actually had xôi xéo with chả before. So I think we're making like a fancy xôi xéo. Went up to Hanoi. I tried from the famous lady who's like super, super quick. I don't think I'm going to be that quick today, but she's my inspiration. So I'll chop all of this really thinly. Long. So one of the most heart-stopping, quite literally, toppings of xôi xéo is the fat. But traditionally, there's either chicken fat or pork fat. So we're going to make some rendered pork fat that we can pour over. So in my bowl, I have some pork fat that we've bought from the shops, and we're going to put it into the pan on like a low to medium high heat, just to really slowly bring out the fat, constantly, just for the first couple of minutes, just whilst everything kind of warms up. We've not taken it straight out of the fridge. We've left it on the side for a few minutes, just so it can warm up so it's not shocked. Okay guys, it's been about 30 minutes, and just like episode 1, it's getting porky in here. As you can see, the pork has kind of shrunken. It's started to go brown, and now it's time, pour out the fat and separate the kind of the hard bits. So carefully pour out your boiling hot fat into a bowl that's probably a bit too small for the purpose, like so. And we'll allow that to cool just a little bit, and we'll mix some salt or something and give this to the crew. Okay guys, so the mung beans are cooked. So you can tell they're cooked by when you put them between your fingers. If you press them, they kind of break easily. So what we're going to do, traditionally, you pound this in a wooden mortar and pestle, or if you're a bit of a cheat, you can put it in a blender. which I quite like to do sometimes to make it super smooth. But what we're going to do this time is kind of get it all out into the bowl, and then using the pestle, we're going to pound it until it's smooth. And whilst I'm doing this, I like to kind of boost the flavour just a little bit. So we've got some chicken seasoning powder here. Now, to some viewers, this may be controversial. So if this is something that's a crime against Vietnamese food, please leave a comment in the section below and tell me that I can never do it again. But I suggest you try it because it's very nice. So I'm just going to taste it, see if it's to the flavour that I like, which it is. Not too salty, a little bit savoury, but it needs to be smoother. I've managed to find and locate a blender. So we've put some of the mung bean in here, and then we're going to blend it until it's kind of smooth. Okay, that should do it. I think it's good to have a bit of texture. I'm going to take some cling wrap, so I'll fold the sides up. So now that we have a nice compact ball of mung bean, I'm going to put this in the fridge for just a little bit, not to get cold, but just to firm up, because at the moment it's too soft. Finally, we're nearly there. What I'm going to do is I'm going to make mer han, which is spring onions mixed with the pork fat that we've just made. Pork fat cooled down very slightly, and then the spring onions just into there. And I'm just going to put a tiny bit of salt. You can see a lovely sizzle going on. That should just about be enough. So I'll take that off the heat, and then in we go. So guys, the time has come for the final plating of season 2. And I'm going to try and go traditional on this. I've cut some banana leaves and I've given them a quick wipe, just to wipe off any excess dirt or anything. And then I've taken this rice that we've steamed for about 40 minutes, so it's nice and sticky, and we're just gonna put it in a nice rustic way on the plate there. This is our mung bean. Now, I've cooled it for about 30 minutes. I think it could probably do with a little bit more. I think it's still a little bit soft. So it's quite firm, as you can see. I can hold it. We're just gonna slice it sideways in nice thin strips. So now we're going to put the pork fat and the spring onion, the mer han. So I'm just going to spoon a generous amount all over. Next, we're going with our chả. So I'm just going to put a couple of pieces, just lay it on the side there. Pork floss, kind of break that over the top. Our lovely crispy fried shallots. And that, everybody, is my xôi xéo.
Wow! Xin chào cả nhà, rất là vui khi ngày hôm nay Kim có mặt tại đây. Và chắc có lẽ là do Kim có 12 năm được đồng hành với chương trình Món Ngon Mỗi Ngày, được nếm thử rất là nhiều những món ăn của các đầu bếp nổi tiếng, cho nên là mình mới có một cái dịp may mắn như thế này, được đứng cạnh bạn Stu để thưởng thức món xôi xéo mà ngày hôm nay Stu gửi tặng cho tất cả chúng ta. Và thử thưởng thức xem, một người bạn nước ngoài lần đầu tiên chế biến nấu món xôi xéo, là một món xôi đặc trưng đến từ miền Bắc, thì sẽ có cái hương vị như thế nào nha.
Thank you so much for introducing my dish.
Hello, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Yeah.
Well, I've been demoted, I think. This is the first time I've used this. So,
okay. You can throw it away.
I'll throw it away. I'll throw it away very delicately. Sorry, cameraman.
Oh, wow.
So, welcome to the show. Kim from Món Ngon Mỗi Ngày.
Yeah, Món Ngon Mỗi Ngày.
So, you're the professional.
Yes, thank you.
And I'm just the student today.
Với một anh chàng mà đẹp trai như thế này còn nấu ăn ngon nữa, và lại nấu món ăn Việt Nam ngon nữa, thì chắc chắn là sẽ rất là nhiều các bà mẹ chồng, các bà mẹ vợ muốn hốt anh này về nhà, đúng không ạ?
Dạ, cảm ơn chị nhiều. Em sẽ nói
tiếng Việt,
nói tiếng Việt một chút.
Yes.
Không lâu lắm nhưng không nói tiếng Việt tốt.
Yeah.
Nhưng hôm nay em sẽ nói tiếng Việt tốt hơn.
Hôm nay nói rất tốt đúng không mọi người?
Chỉ là người miền Nam. Nhưng món này là món miền Bắc. Have you ever tried xôi xéo before?
Yes, because my husband comes from the north,
Okay.
from Hà Nội.
Does he cook?
He's my chef.
Okay. I got some competition. I'm just joking. Don't come for me. Don't come and kill me. So you're a famous personality on TV.
No. Yeah.
I think so. So you can't say it
Thank
yourself, but
you.
I'll say it. I'm a little bit starstruck today, but I'm honoured to have you in the studio today to try my Xôi Xéo.
Yeah, my pleasure.
Please try my Xôi Xéo
Okay.
and give it a rating. Tell me what you think. How can I improve?
Mình phải cho xôi cùng với đậu xanh nè, cùng với một ít hành phi nè, và một ít trà bông nè.
Yeah, cheers.
Cheers. Phải nói thiệt với mọi người là xôi là một trong những món mà Kim rất thích. Nhưng mà cái cảm giác đầu tiên khi mà Kim nếm thử món xôi xéo do Stu nấu á, thì xôi mềm, đậu xanh cũng mềm và tan cùng với lại xôi. Và hành phi thì như mọi người biết rồi, món ăn nào mà có hành phi thì nó sẽ làm cho nó tăng vị và nó kích thích vị giác hơn. Nếu như mà Stu mở một cái nhà hàng hay là một quán ăn nào đó mà để bán xôi xéo thì chắc chắn là Kim sẽ là khách VIP.
I think that might be the biggest compliment I've ever been paid on this show. So maybe no season 3, I'll just open a restaurant instead. Xôi Xéo and bánh. Maybe. So in that case, out of 10, how does it rank?
You want 10?
Well, I want 10 for every dish, but it's up to you. No pressure.
Kim nghĩ rằng là đời không như là mơ, và mặc dù là món ăn rất ngon nhưng mà lại rơi vào đúng cái người mà được mời vào đúng cái ngày mà có cái món mà mình không nằm trong cái favorite food của mình á, cho nên là Kim sẽ không cho điểm 10. Rất là tiếc Stu là Kim không cho điểm 10 mà Kim sẽ cho 9,5 điểm.
Cảm ơn rất nhiều.
Ok, 9,5 điểm, chúc mừng.
Cảm ơn.
Và món này nếu mà được xếp hạng về cái sự yêu thích của Stu á, thì nó sẽ xếp tới bao nhiêu?
Well, I love Xôi Xéo, but I think my chao gà was very good. Chao gà was a 10. So,
Maybe that's the reason you love cháo gà is the best, right?
yeah, exactly. It became my favorite dish.
Mình có 8 món tất cả trong 8 show diễn ra đúng không? Vậy thì món nào là món mà Stu cảm thấy thử thách nhất?
Bánh bột lọc.
Bánh bột lọc.
They will remember that I didn't have a very good time making that.
8.
It was an 8, but it was a generous 8. As is tradition with this show, just to remember all the dishes that I've made successfully, unsuccessfully. Gonna take a picture to remember this day.
Ok, nếu mà hình đẹp thì mình sẽ cho thêm điểm.
So if you just look into the mirror there and say 1, 2, 3, cheese. Tại sao làm 10 điểm?
Là tại vì hình chụp đẹp quá cho nên được 10 điểm. Hồi nãy là trêu bạn là cho 9,5 điểm thôi. Kim nghĩ là với món xôi xéo, Kim thấy Stu xứng đáng được 10 điểm. Một anh bạn người nước ngoài, là một người yêu ẩm thực Việt Nam hơn cả mình nữa, và cho mình một cái cảm xúc rất là mới lạ với một món ăn là đặc trưng của miền Bắc. Đối với Kim á, rất là nhiều giá trị và ý nghĩa, cho nên điểm 10 phải thêm dấu cộng nữa nó mới đủ.
Thank you so much, Kim, for coming on the show. Thank you so much for a 10 plus. And James, get out of the way, because I've got a new favourite person. And it's Kim. And thank you very much to you guys for watching the entire season. It's been really fun recording this, and I've really enjoyed reading all of your comments and seeing the support you've given me and given the show.
Và mọi người có thể xem lại toàn bộ 8 tập 8 món ăn do Stu nấu ở trên kênh YouTube của CGV. Hẹn gặp lại Stu.
Hẹn gặp lại Kim. Bye bye.
Bye bye.
Tại sao mồi được 10 điểm?
Tại sao Stu được 10 điểm?
Tại sao Stu mồi được 10 điểm?
Yeah.